The nurse was like, "Oh, congrats, you got a healthy baby girl." And I'm like, "What? That mean the ultrasound is..." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "What are you trying to say?" Here the nurse to me, "What are you trying to say? That I steal your baby?" Hey guys, it's your girl Kaylee Sparks in Jamaica here with you today. And before I go into this video, I want to say congrats to the Carter family and their bouncing baby girl. Sorry guys that it didn't turn out the way how it turned out for me with my ultrasound and having my baby, but a healthy baby is a great baby. So congrats again guys, and also I want to say congrats to Trish and Rolly. I hope you get what your heart desires. Okay, so let's jump straight into this video. As you can see, the title say wrong ultrasound. Yes, that happened to me. When I was pregnant, I'm like, everywhere I walk, people say a lot, like, "Oh my gosh, you're having a boy." Oh my gosh, everywhere. Clinic, "You're having a boy." Everywhere. I know that's a boy. That's why I don't really listen to a lot of old wives' tale. I just, and whatever God has for me, that's He have it for a reason. But during my pregnancy, in my mind, I was just having a girl, a girl, a girl, a girl, a girl. Even when everyone else was stating that I was having a boy. "Oh, your belly's so round, that's a boy. You're not sick during your pregnancy, that's a boy." But everyone pregnancy is different, although I only have one. I think everybody pregnancy is different, because for me, the way how I see other pregnant women go through certain stage of pregnancy, it wasn't my situation. I didn't have a swell nose, a swell foot. By looking at me when I was pregnant, you actually couldn't tell that I was pregnant until I reached till I reached 8 months pregnant. That's the only time you could say that I'm pregnant. My baby was like, people say that the baby's in the back. My baby was in my back. My butt was cute and my thighs was sexy. So you couldn't look on my tummy to say that I'm pregnant. I only look like I just gained a little weight. And my makeup was a little bit thicker than how it used to be. But I didn't have like swell nose. I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have swell feet. I didn't have vomiting problem. If some of you guys that were maybe gross you out, sorry about that, but that's how it is. I didn't have any morning sickness. But in my early stage, before I knew that I was pregnant, but funny to say, I didn't know that I was pregnant until it reached way up in my pregnancy. I didn't know that I was pregnant until it was 3 months. But that's for another video, guys. I'll give you all that drama. I know that some of you are saying, "How can you not know that you were pregnant when you're 3 months?" But everyone have different hormone system and all of that. That's for another video. If you guys want to hear about that video, if you guys would like me to make a video on how I didn't know that I was pregnant until I was 3 months, and my drama in the labor room, you guys would have to drop a comment down below and let me know, guys, if you're interested in hearing that video. Because trust me, guys, my pregnancy was like a drama. Go straight into labor room, it was a drama. So if you want to hear about that, drop some comment, blow up that comment section and drop some light on this video, so I know, guys, that you guys would want to hear about that. But sticking to the topic for today, wrong ultrasound. Okay, so I didn't go through what most pregnant women go through. Trust me, I didn't go through it. Lucky me. But that's for another video. So everyone in my family and in my baby father family wanted boy. I was the only person who actually wanted a girl. He wanted a boy. My side of family wanted a boy. His side of family wanted a boy. When I'm on the road, everybody's saying boy, 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 boy. You know how that make you feel? That make you feel so. I want to choke you because I want a girl. I'm gonna choke you for that. So if I'm like on the road, someone will say, "Oh, friend, I see that belly how it's so round up. You are having a boy," and they're like, "Don't it?" And I'm like, well, that's what the ultrasound say. But just straight into this now. So everyone wanted it. So I did about 5 ultrasound in all. I was doing ultrasound from like 4 months going up into my pregnancy. I was in the beginning I was just checking to see if the baby is healthy. That was my main focus, if the baby is healthy. And then I did my 3rd ultrasound when I was about 6 months, and they said that the leg 6-7 months, somewhere right there, 6 months. I did my 3rd ultrasound when I was 6 months. When I did it, they said that the leg was crossed, so they couldn't tell if it was a girl or a boy. Alright, I did the 4th ultrasound at the same place, which from the 1st ultrasound to the 4th ultrasound I was just doing it at one place. I won't call the name of the place that I was doing it. Wait, alright, the place that I was doing it first was Royalty, which they give me full detail to say that, hey, we can't see whether you're having a girl or a boy because the leg was crossed. Okay, and then when I was at 8 months, I like have everybody was nagging me like, hey, we want to know, is it a boy, is it a girl, we want to know what you're having so we can buy up baby stuff. And trust me guys, when I say buy up baby stuff, those people buy baby stuff. I had baby stuff going all the way to 3-year-old. 3-year-old. And everyone was pressuring me at 8 months to do the ultrasound. Said I went on and I go back again, but this time I did not go to Royalty to do my 5th ultrasound. One of my friend was having baby around the same time, so she was going to a different doctor to do her ultrasound. So I said, all right, then I'll just go with you and I'll just do my ultrasound there as well. I won't say the name of the place, but it's close. So anyway, I should have said that name, you know, because I don't get back my money. Yeah, I did not get back my money for that wrong ultrasound. Royal is like here and that place is near. I'm not gonna say it's near. It's not cross the road, but it's near. Alright. Trust me, it's not cross the road. It's not on the opposite side of Royal, but it's on a different road very near. So anyway, I went to that place to do my ultrasound, and when I go in there to sign up, they ask me like, what's the purpose of the ultrasound? I told them that I'm just simple checking to see the gender, just the gender I'm there for. And they say okay, fill out the forms and stuff. I went inside the room to do my ultrasound, and when I went inside there, They rub the little gel on your belly and stuff and stuff and stuff. And then she said to me, look right there. Do you see right there? That's the baby. I won't call the word, but see, it's a boy. It's a boy. You're having a baby boy. And I'm like, okay. So I rush outside and I make a phone call and I call my baby father and I'm like, oh yeah, you were right. We're having a boy. And when I said that, it's like I was speaking to myself on the phone because I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear anything. I'm like, hello, hello. Until he finally answered back, he was like celebrating. He was like jumping up and yes, 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 get me you, yes, yes, yes. And I said, and he's like, if you want, your girl knows you have to go back. I mean, like, oh no, I want to just work with the boy. So it's just right there. I will just work with the boy, and I'm just not having any more kids. I'm working with the boy. My mother have only me, and I'm just sealing it off there. I'm just having one. So I'm like, I'm good. Me not go back. I'm good. Me not go back. Me alright. We need just take away the boy. Alright. Yeah. And he's like celebrating. Yeah. He is celebrating. He go out and celebrate with his friend that he is having, that we're having a boy, because that was he wanted, a boy. I was the only person who wanted the girl. So it's like, yeah, celebrating. Just like you see CMR said in that boom flick and back flick and whatever. Well, it's just the same. He was like all over the place celebrating with his friends. Yeah, celebrating. So it comes up to the time that it's time for me to go in to have baby. I wasn't going through that pain that everybody else went through going into labor room, because my grandmother is like, and I'm not pitney. If you're not feeling no pain. But that's for a different story. I'm not going to give you guys. If you want to hear during my pregnancy, and if you want to hear go straight to the labor room, guys, drop that comment down there and hit some subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button if you want to hear. Leave the comment, let me know that you want to hear the rest of the story, and hit that subscribe button that you won't miss out on it when I drop it. So went into labor room. Didn't go straight into labor room when I went over by the hospital. I went over by the hospital like in the morning, and then in the night I have baby. I had baby like 19 minutes after 9. And in the delivery room, that was a whole set of drama again there. So you guys going to have to subscribe and leave some comment if you want to hear about the whole labor room drama. Trust me, I don't think no one went through this kind of drama that I went through. And I'm not talking about pain and all of those stuff. It was like totally drama in the labor room. So subscribe if you want to hear that. So I went into the labor room and I have my baby, and the nurse was like, oh, congrats, you got a healthy baby girl. And I'm like, what? That means the ultrasound is, I'm like, what? And she's like, what are you trying to say? Hear the nurse to me, what are you trying to say? That I steal your baby? And I'm like, no, just that that mean the ultrasound is wrong. And she said, oh no, the ultrasound is not wrong. The person who is reading the ultrasound just cannot read the ultrasound properly. The ultrasound is not wrong. It's just the person who is reading the ultrasound just did not read the ultrasound properly. And I'm like, oh, because I got what I want. And like the big sign in the labor room marked like no phone. You know, we unruly Jamaicans. I'm like, straight away start my phone call. Calling my baby father like, Abe, it's a girl. And he's like, what? I say, yeah, it's a girl. And he's like, a liar, tell her. And trust me, he didn't believe me when I'm telling him like it's a girl. And I was the nurse, say, no phone alone. And I was like laughing out. And then I hung up the phone. Bright and early the next morning, he was there, and let me come up. I like have the baby in my hands, and he's like, he don't believe me that it's a girl and not a boy, because he was like celebrated. I'm like, last man laugh the best. The last man laugh the best. Trust me, guys, because when he was celebrating, I was the one that was feeling a little down. But after having the baby, it's a girl. So I'm like, he's like, no, me have to check. Liar, tell me. I'm like, trust me, girl, see that, girl. So when I was handing him the baby and I was like giving him the baby, my daughter like, two middle finger going up one time. He said, see? She knows your boy away one. See? She knows your boy away one. Yes, see a two middle finger here again. It was like hilarious, guys. Trust me. It was a great experience, and being a mom, it's very great. You learn during the journey, and trust me, your child, he will teach you during the journey. It's a great experience, and I would have traded for anything. And I'm happy that I actually got what I wanted, and it's still the one. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this story, and if you want to hear the next part of my story, blow up that comment, blow up that like, and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Sparks family. Okay guys, be a part of the Sparks family. So peace out, love you guys.